All right, we should be okay with audio now. How's it going, guys? Dillips, Valashar, Ardoin, welcome to the stream, guys. Sorry about this earlier. I don't know what the hell is going on once again with my setup, but hey, here we are, back on the internet waves. As usual, Akibana Zero here, and yep, what a lovely day it has been today. One very relaxing final day to my holiday. And it was and I needed it because considering my timing's amazing, thanks. Well, anyway, uh so yeah, I needed a little bit of that relaxation because I came back from RTX yesterday completely exhausted. Completely freaking exhausted. It was just it was just, oh my god, it was a very exhausting being there at RTX. Even though it was a lot of fun, got to hang out with some people, got to stay in a lot of lines, got to experience the whole thing that is RTX. To be honest, I only did one panel, but I kind of felt like that was a panel too many for me, even though it was great. I mean, I enjoyed being there and everything. It just, the whole thing with the lines, I had never imagined just how bad lines at conventions get until you actually experience them. And for me, that it wasn't as bad because, like I said, I only did one panel. So basically, it was a, I did one line where we had to wait to get into the actual panel section for the Ruby panel, and then we had to wait even more to get into the Ruby panel in the next section. And then finally, when we got into the Ruby panel, we went through the panel. It was pretty cool. Lindsay was there, Barbara was there. I forget the name of the voice of Raven, and I forget the name of the guy who is supposed to be the business guy and the voice of Torchwick. But hey, I'm terrible with names, so don't hold that against me. So yeah, the four of them did the panel. It was pretty cool. They talked about a bunch of stuff. They showed us a couple of stuff. I'm gonna have a whole video report on my experience at RTX coming up on YouTube in the next several days. So whenever I get down to doing that, I did record a few videos while I was there, but I'm not particularly happy with them because overall the experience for me was kind of awkward because you see I was by myself, even though RTG was there with P-Cube, and plenty of shout outs to RTG and P-Cube over there. They had an amazing booth, and it was pretty cool to have a place to go and play BB Tag every now and then. It was pretty nice. But overall, I was generally by myself, and for me, it was a very big leap because I'm not usually the kind of guy who goes I'm not used to going somewhere by myself and then having to talk to people that I don't know. So I was doing a lot of scary things while I was there, and it's also pretty scary for me to just sit there with a phone and record myself. I kind of felt a little awkward, a little embarrassed. It was kind of weird. So I don't know if I'm going to be using those videos or whatnot, but I did take pictures, and I did show on my Twitter a lot how I was feeling particularly small in the line since I was seemingly I was the shortest guy there. I don't know. Overall, it was great. Then I did two more lines. One was for the merch section, which was very interesting to be in a queue to go into the merch section, although I can understand why, because it just seems like people are like ravenous dogs when they go in there. They just see something they want, they immediately they're over there. Apparently the Crow drinking flasks were gone like that. And you could see people with who were dressed as Crow would just were cosplaying as Crow. They would go in there just to get the flask, and they didn't have it anymore, and they just had to leave disappointed. So yeah, but I just went there. See, the thing about the line is that it's not just there to kind of control things a little bit because the fans are a bit like ravenous dogs when it comes to merch, but it's also there to kind of in a way, I don't know if it's for that reason, but it builds up this mindset that, I sat in the queue this whole time, I might as well buy something, and that's what happened to me, basically. Thanks, Dillips. I'm glad you can hear me now. And I hope you enjoy your dinner. Right, so I So I felt like I needed to buy some merch myself. So I got, first of all, I got this shirt that I'm wearing. I absolutely needed to have it. You can see Torchwick and Neo right over there. I despise the color orange. My wife called me a fashion disaster because of having an orange colored shirt, but hey, you know, what can you do? I got these really awesome pins over here, which are pretty cool. I love them. I got Team Juniper over here, got Team Ruby over here, right over there. Right? I kind of like my little tag here. I was also given a sticker. Bernie Burns hates adorable grandmothers. I still don't understand what that means, but a Guardian was giving out stickers to those standing in line to go into the merch shop. And then she was like, do you want one that says this? I'm like, I don't know what that means. Do you want one that says that? I don't know what that means, because I'm not familiar with the majority of Rooster Teeth related things. So she's like, I got this one about a guy that hates adorable grandmothers. And I'm like, okay, I think I can get behind that. Yeah. Wear something blue to match the orange. Yeah, blue jeans. That's what I'm all about, you know. And yeah, so anyway, I got that sticker. And the other piece of merch was the one thing that I'm really, really excited that I got is this Y plushie, which I have been looking forward to getting for a while. So when I saw him, I was like, I'm buying this. There is no freaking way I'm not buying this. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he crazy adorable? Yeah. So I finally have a Y plushie, and my life is now complete as far as Ruby merch is considered. I did contemplate getting a couple of the figures, but the price tag on these things is just ridiculous, guys. I really wanted to get a hoodie or something, and they were 75 pounds, and that price is just ridiculous. Orange is our national color over here. I'm obligated by law to take the color, to like the color orange. Dude, you don't have to like the color orange. I mean, it's kind of, yeah. Earlier I mentioned that I do have alcohol with me over here. I have a nice little IPA from Sainsbury's. Taste the difference. It's pretty smooth, pretty nice. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be drinking today. I don't know if you've noticed, but at least my pal Valashar over here has the bronze Cap'n Salt Shaker badge, because he's been a subscriber here on the channel for over 3 months now, and that's what you get for continuously subbing for at least 3 months. You get the bronze badge. If you I don't understand why Arduin, I think you're supposed, I don't know if you're subbed or something like that. If you're not subbed, I understand. But if you are subbed, let me know, because I thought that there was also a base badge that all subscribers were supposed to get, and I don't see you having it. If you're not subscribing, just let me know, and if you are subbed, just let me know so I can investigate that. Maybe I'm wrong about something, but yeah. Oh no, you're not subbed. Okay, fine, that's fine. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you sub, you get a badge, which is basically a white colored salt shaker with a blue cap. If you're subbed for 3 months and above, you get the bronze salt shaker and cap. If you are subbed for 6 months at least, you upgrade to the silver badge. And finally, if you've been subbed for a year at least, you get the golden badge. I worked on this today. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I also supposedly have an emote for I'm supposed to have an emote for subscribers, but I don't see it working. No, not disappointed. I just wanted to check for technical reasons, and just think, you know, not trying to put you on the spot or anything. I apologize, but yeah, you're already a patron, and that's far. Well, the fact that you're here is more than enough, honestly. Right. So anyway, there's an emote that's supposed to work. I think it has to go through some kind of approval process. So anyway, when that starts working, whoever's a subscriber can use the new emote, which I thought was pretty funny to make. So right, While I'm, because I kind of have to put my HDMI, I really need an HDMI splitter. Because if I want, there we go. Because if I want to play my Switch on my monitor, I need to switch out my HDMI from my capture card to my Nintendo Switch. Right. So it's gonna boot up the PS4 now. There's a really cool Metroidvania coming out for PS4 this month on the 25th called Time Spinner. It's looking really, really cool. You have like some time controlling abilities. You can freeze time and stuff like that. It looks really, really awesome. It looks pretty gorgeous as well. Can't wait for that. It's coming out on PS4, Vita, and Steam. So for those of you who are on Steam, Time Spinner is looking pretty cool. Not as salt-inducing, hopefully, as Salt and Sanctuary. But yeah. So that's looking pretty good. Nintendo is really, really trying people's patience with their online services. They're not really doing a very good job putting together this whole Nintendo Switch Online thing. What gets me the most about it is the fact that they're basically starting off with NES games. And I think that if you're trying to convince somebody who doesn't like, see, this is the thing. These paying for online, first of all, is kind of a bad practice, but that ship has already sailed. People start paying for Live, for Xbox Live, Xbox Gold or whatever. And then later PSN did the same thing. People start paying for that, PS Plus. But the thing about PS Plus is that when they started, they also had this idea that they're going to give you games for free to get you to sub. That kind of when they give you something extra on top of that, it's kind of an incentive for people who don't play online as much. So for example, me on my Switch, I don't play online as much as other people. I mean, I don't have Splatoon. I don't play Splatoon, and I occasionally play a fighting game here and there, not that much online either. I play Metroidvanias, I play single-player games. I'm not totally incentivized, even though the price tag is pretty low. I'm not totally incentivized to pay for a Nintendo Switch Online. So if you have a decent deal that goes with it, I might be incentivized to do it. Now, there are some pretty cool NES games that they have in this NES Netflix service they have attached to the online sub. But I don't feel that NES games, only NES games, is the right move here. I mean, there are some really huge classics in there, like Super Mario Bros. 3, Metroid, but it's NES games, guys. It's NES games. If you want to really go for a successful library and you were only willing to do one particular library, why not go with the Super NES, which has already been the library that you've kind of not included for a very long time in your virtual console anyway. It's been a bit of a shit show. And people are like, oh my god, I mean, paying for online, you kind of have to do that, blah, 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 server maintenances and all that. That's fine. What about the people who don't really play that much online? What is it in it for them? What if I want to occasionally play a game online? Why should I pay a monthly fee for it? Like, sweeten the deal a little bit. I will change my scene, don't you worry. I will change my scene right now. Another thing that I've noticed is that my stream cup isn't really filling up like it used to, probably because I'm using a different service and I might not be completely cognizant as to how it's supposed to work. But anyway, here we are back in the old salt mines. Alright. We're back in the old salt mines. Let us carry on. Oops. Alright. So, another caveat to this whole business with the game being relatively buggy when it comes to the jump mechanics and stuff. RPG told me that this game is actually made by a team of 2 people, which I will say, okay, that's not a lot of people to make a game, and I get it. Oh shit. It's not a whole lot of people to make a game with, okay, and I get it. It's not gonna be perfect. But, you know, you're making a Metroidvania. You kinda have to nail the jump mechanics. Now you'll ask me, why are you trying to fight this invisible enemy, whom you could just probably avoid altogether? And the answer is, I don't know. I'm stupid. I do stupid things. And one of those stupid things is to fight invisible enemies that I don't have to. Ow. Oh shit. Almost. Jesus, and he takes 1,000,000 hits as well. Oh, fuck. I died. You clipped and saved what? I don't get it. The fact that I said that I was stupid. Oh my god, how much damage do these things do? But I am. First of all, I'm playing this game. I need to somehow get to that platform over there. There we go. Ah, this is the beginning of the area. That's okay, man. That's okay. I wouldn't say things. I wouldn't say things that I... Whoops, why did I do that? That I don't believe in about myself. Okay. Let's just, get some health-a-roni. Whoa! Okay, okay. That you can clip and save if you want. Oh, hello. Got some back. I guess there's nowhere to go from those platforms anyway, so never mind. I'm just gonna run along here. Go back to the starting area. So I can maybe... I'm being extra paranoid here. Yeah, I forgot I had the double jump thing. The wall jump, not the double jump. You're still on Boundless? That game looks kind of interesting, actually. I looked it up a little bit. Why? Why? Come on. See. What? Why? Anyway. You're building a castle. This is gonna take a while, I think. See, how am I supposed to make that jump? Vampire Savior, welcome to the stream again, and thank you once more for the cheers, buddy. You're very kind. And yes, I am still torturing myself with this piece of shit, but what can we do? I mean, you know, you gotta finish what you start, yeah? Thank God. Come on. Oh my God. Cursed Cupid. Ow! What the fuck? Okay. Come on. I don't know why I'm chickening out so badly on this guy. Come on. Oh, you fucking bitch. What the? Are you fucking serious? How did that happen? There we go. No problems. Yet. So wait, is there supposed to be like a... What? Oh, yes. Alright, we got ourselves an elevator. Which is supposed to be a shortcut, but I don't understand from where. Okay. Alright, I don't like where this is going. I wonder, like, is there a boss there? Because if there is, I don't have a sanctuary. I don't have a sanctuary nearby. Can you imagine how badly I'm clenching, man? Can you imagine? Like my butthole becomes like about like this tight. No. Oh, fuck it. Alright, I remember this part. No, you son of a bitch. And I died. Of course I died. Fuck Whisper Man, who stole my salt. I guess he's now well seasoned, isn't he? In taking my stuff. Come here, you bastard. Good night, sweet prince. Let's not go any higher. Doesn't. Is there an invisible one? Doubt it. Oh well. So anyway. Come. Oh, there's another one. Oh, for crying out loud. See, my friend RTG told me this game was, like, only made by two people, basically. I still stand by the idea. If you're going to release a Metroidvania, you have to nail the jump mechanics. I can forgive a lot of botched things in a Metroidvania game. I cannot forgive botched jumping mechanics. I just absolutely cannot. Oh, you fucking bitch. Can I make you fall? Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Like, really, whatever. It's not a bug, it's a feature, yes? No, it can't be a freaking feature, man. Not being able to latch on. Just because you're missing the tip of the tip of the platform by this much. That's not a feature. I agree with Vampire Savior that jump mechanics will make or break a game. And quite literally, see, like this. I don't understand why this works, but this needs some kind of weird timing to it. Oh, the third lamb. Why is this called a lamb? Poisons me with its tail. Okay. I know it's a joke. Does not make me feel better about the shit behind this game, honestly. Oh, what? Why? Why did it decide to climb the ladder that time? Yeah, but it's called the third lamb, yeah? I think it might be a type of chimera. Yeah, we've been here before. Yeah, platform's back any moment. Thank you. Oh, come on. Curse, stupid. Oh, for crying out loud. I don't want to bother with this guy right now. How are they hitting me? Yeah, a grappling hook might go better. Yeah. You know what actually would go well with this game? Nothing. I can't. I really cannot think of anything that would make this game any better. I don't know. I think. I don't think the. At least for me. Games like this are better when they allow you, when they're faster paced. Now you'll tell me you're the one who's running around with a giant two-handed axe. Well, to that I say play Dead Cells and play the two-handed broadsword in Dead Cells, which is a pretty slow weapon for the game, but it still feels a lot faster. I mean, I can't stand these invisible enemies. Oh, come on! Where? Why? Why? Why did I do that? A bottle of vodka. Well, my IPA is doing a pretty good job of basically just making me far less accurate with my jump. Really? Yeah, really. Okay. How? How? What's with the hitboxes in this game? Right, at this point, it's more like go fight the Chimera with. It's probably not from any good brewery. It's a local supermarket brand. But it tastes pretty good. DMC5, I am so looking forward to DMC5. That game's gonna be fantastic. I am so looking forward to it. What else am I looking forward to? Well, let me fight a little bit and I'll let you know. Okay. That means I can get in close when it's doing its beam attack. Oh! It switches it up. Okay, I saw most of his attacks now. He's not that hard. I just need a bit more Estus in order to deal with some of his damage. Okay, what else am I looking forward to? Like, definitely almost everything that Nintendo has lined up for 2019. Even Animal Crossing, which is odd. I haven't played an Animal Crossing game, never thought it would could be appealing to me, but I'm quite excited to try my first Animal Crossing on Switch. This is including Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4. I'm so looking forward to Smash in December. The announcement of the new Samurai Showdown really got me super excited because I love Samurai Showdown. Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm talking and I'm trying to think of games that I'm excited for. I thought that, there's also a game coming out this month where you're basically running an RPG classes academy, a fantasy academy, basically. Like you run a fantasy academy and you send students on missions, and it's got RPG mechanics and stuff like that. It looks actually really fun. It's called Valithrian Arc, something like that. And it looks pretty nice. I'm kind of excited for it, even though I'm not that into management type games. Like, there's a lot of shit coming out, and I'm really not 100% sure I remember everything that I'm looking forward to. What else are you looking forward to aside from Soul Calibur 6? Something I forgot to mention when I started the stream. This is another game I am very excited for. I tried out Rage 2 while I was at RTX yesterday, and oh my god, that game is gonna be that game is fantastic. That game is absolutely fantastic. And I was actually given a PR person's email while I was there. Told them about my channel and that I'm interested in maybe covering the game. So I might be, I'm hoping to get maybe a review code or something. So that would be nice to help promote that game. Because it looks like it's a lot of fun. It's a shooter, an open world shooter, which also has vehicles. And you've got powers. Like, one of the best things about that game is the kinetic push you have. I just love slamming enemies into walls with it. It's one of my favorite parts. About that game. So Rage 2 looks absolutely fantastic, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, you play StarCraft. I wish I had the time to invest to play StarCraft at a competent level. Sadly, I don't. I quit playing Hearthstone halfway through the previous expansion. I didn't buy any cards or get into the freebies for this expansion at all. I'm very much done with Hearthstone. I've gotten severely bored of that game. It just doesn't feel like they're doing anything interesting anymore with it. Like, they're trying to stretch the design statement and say it that they currently have. Oh shit. That one should be a hard dodge back, not forward. Hey, Emerald Guardian. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you here apart from when we've done Ruby stuff. Thanks for joining my Salt Sunday. That is what I basically ended up doing, Vampire. What I started doing was, instead of buying packs, I would, when I knew that another expansion was on the horizon, I would start saving up my gold, and I would buy a bunch of packs from the new expansion with my gold. So I had a pretty decent head start. But the thing is that, I don't know, I don't feel like the game has, it's not even about paying. I mean, if the game is interesting enough, and they're doing interesting stuff with the game, they're adding mechanics to it and stuff, I'm willing to pay for booster packs. I'm absolutely up for paying for them. I mean, I used to be a Magic guy, so I'm all up for doing that. I'm not against it. It's just they're not doing anything interesting to attract my attention, neither as a paid player. Oh, come the fuck on with these. These invisible guys are really annoying. I mean, I'll have to admit, though, that I'm getting caught up in the conversation mostly, and I'm forgetting where they are. Overall, I mean, and to talk about Overwatch for a moment, I mean, Overwatch is cool for what it is. It's just, what it is not for me. When I play shooters, I like my character to have a lot of abilities, a lot of things that they can do. That's why one of my absolute favorite shooters from a couple of years ago is Titanfall 2. So how the hell did this guy come down here, by the way? Like, in Titanfall 2, you've got so much mobility. You do a lot of shooting. You have cool abilities. I mean, Overwatch, I kind of feel like, yes, I'm part of a team, and I have my specific abilities, which allow me to do specific things for my team. It's just not the thing that I enjoy doing. Weren't there more up here? By the way, don't misunderstand that I've been able to get the jump right the last few times. The past few times I've had to do them. I feel like it's basically been luck this whole time. Come on. Oh, fucking asshole. Gotta find a way to conserve more Estus. Oh, you fucking bitch. Oh my god, I was so thinking that. The other day I was looking at a video on the character creation mode and I was thinking, how cool will it be to make Ruby characters in character creation mode in Soul Calibur 6? That is amazing. The problem I'm having is the only way to do Ruby is gonna be with Zasalamel's fighting style, and I'm not into that. I don't think that it fits. But it will be cool to design her either way. I love the character creation mode in Soul Calibur. One of the best things about those games. Fuck. Oh! The thing is, he's very slow. He plays the scythe in a very heavy sort of way. Which, I mean, scythes are pretty heavy weapons. Let's be honest. The way Ruby wields one isn't exactly the same way anybody else would wield it. But Pyrrha like fits the whole Sophitia Cassandra style perfectly. I think I'm just gonna spend a whole stream when that game comes out just basically making characters. Although, I mean, as much as I love character creation mode in Soul Calibur 6, it kind of makes the online environment a bit of a cesspool, because you end up, like, fighting an Astaroth with nothing but a Speedo on and a toy hammer for a weapon. Which, I mean, it does sound funny, but when you see it a million times, it starts to become an eyesore. Okay, you're gonna do the jumpy attack a million times. Why did I do that? Ah, yeah, Patroclus, yeah. Bit of a forgettable character, but yeah. Let's see if we can beat the third land. Oh, come on, I will. Of course, you have to be far away to dodge that. Soul Calibur guy and into Ruby. Man, you're just hitting all of those high notes, aren't you? That's fine. There's no cheating with that. I mean, the whole damn character creator is a mod tool itself, right? Continues. Are you fucking serious? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It doesn't matter when I jump. It doesn't matter at all when I jump. Pretty sure it's gonna be quite open. I don't think they're gonna make the same mistakes they made with 5. All right. Come on, lamb chop. Oh, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. This is what I despise about these kinds of games. Okay, with that try to be as hard as possible. That they make the player wake up with a hit with a hurt box. That is the biggest bullshit ever. In Soul Calibur, I'm actually a multi-character player. But I'm pretty stable in the multiple characters that I play. You could say that my main, in some ways, is Mitsurugi. He's pretty much my staple when I play a new Soul Calibur game, but I also like playing Maxi but I play him very mashy in a very Eddie Gordo. So with, you know, like how some players, they pick Eddie Gordo in Tekken and they just mash the kick buttons. That's kind of me with Maxi, and it's kind of effective too. I play Maxi. I love Xianghua. I like Talim a lot. I lightly play Taki, and I'm kind of thinking of maining her mostly in Soul Calibur 6. I want to get my paws a little bit on Ivy, so to speak. Don't take that out of context, because I feel like I've always felt that she's really cool the way she plays, but I always thought that she was a little hard to get into. And I'm pretty stoked for Song Mina, because I used to play her a lot in Soul Blade. Yeah. Those are the characters I mostly enjoy playing. Soul Calibur. I do occasionally pick up Sophie Tia as well, though I find her style to be a little bit boring. What are your Soul Calibur characters? With that sword whip of hers, yeah, I would say pretty hard to get into. I wish they would bring back Rock as well. I would probably play him. I'm not a big fan of Astaroth's design. You fucking bastard. He's walking behind me, and then decides to do the jump attack. This game is so full of shit, man. It's only a matter of time. He's honestly not that hard. It's just I have to get my shit in order. Oh, forgot about those guys. Oh, really? They just teleport all around me. Setsuka is fun. I hope they bring her back as well. I have a feeling that she's gonna be DLC though. Setsuka is pretty fun. Cool design too. Ah, now he's aggroed. I can only see the guy who's stolen my salt. Like he has the white outline, and you can see him coming after you. Fuck off. Fuck. Yoshi can be pretty tough, yeah. Oh, really? Now you can go full vertical. Run away. They made a lot of mistakes with that game, man. A lot of fucking mistakes. Like, Soul Calibur 5 needs to be erased from existence. Oh, he does consecutive attacks too. Oh, he's not gonna do anything else, is he? Oh, fuck. Come on. How many times are bosses gonna kill me like this? This game can really go and suck a dick. Seriously. What? Are you fucking serious? Look, I mean, I'll agree to an extent, like, Soul Calibur 5, mechanics-wise at the very least, is still a Soul Calibur game, and it was pretty decent from that perspective. But the kind of thing that really I need to stress sometimes about fighting games is that what companies sometimes just don't get is that fighting game players get attached to the characters that they play. And while I can understand that you can't always include the same characters every iteration, because that just means that you're going to end up with a game with 100 characters down the line, you can't make compromises like that, where it's like, oh, you know, forget about the XYZ characters, and we'll just keep Mitsurugi in, don't worry, but we'll bring in not Taki, we'll bring in not Setsuka. That can be very irritating to some players, especially us who we don't really care what kind of cockamamie story they need to come up as to why Mitsurugi or Ryu is a million years old and yet is still fighting like he's in his 20s. We just want to play as the characters that we like. Unfortunately, I can't share the same opinion on Devil May Cry 2, because Devil May Cry 1 was my first DMC, and Devil May Cry 2 was an interesting iteration. Come on, how? How am I supposed to hit him if I don't have enough? I run out of fucking stamina. Don't get me started on an MVCI. Like, I'll get started. What can I do? I mean, I'm not a Marvel player by any stretch of the imagination. I've played Marvel 3. I've played Marvel 2, so I've played all of the Marvels, but I'm not exactly a big fan of that type of fighting game, which is kind of what chuffed me about Dragon Ball FighterZ. What kind of upsetted me about Dragon Ball FighterZ is that they made it 3v3. I'm not that into that style of fighting. Because I really can't learn how to play two characters in that type of fighting game. I don't have the time to do that. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle is a big exception to that rule because it's very easy to play. The thing about Marvel Infinite, though, that upset me was the way that they handled that whole fiasco. Like, they were like, okay, we're not going to have the characters that you love, but don't worry, they're just functions. So, if you like triangle jumping, you don't need Magneto, we have Nova for that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. functions, exactly. I mean, what was Combo Fiend thinking? What was the man thinking when he said that? Seriously. I'm sure he even premeditated how he was gonna discuss it. And I'm pretty sure the man probably believes that, okay? As a fighting game player himself, he probably believes that. And let's be honest, it's kind of true, okay? But you don't, from a marketing perspective, you just don't say that. I keep forgetting I cannot dodge that forward. So low. Jesus. I've been a bit of a weird mix when it comes to my controllers. 3D fighters, always on a pad. Always. But if it's... First of all, I need to find my cable. Because I don't want to push my luck with my controller's battery. If my battery dies halfway through the fight, I'm gonna be not exactly very happy. Where? Sorry guys, one moment. One second. Shit. that seems to work. Hey, hey, St. Lucius, how you doing, man? Glad to see you here. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Combo Fiend really blew all of his chances to fix that mess, and he was one of the producers on the game, or executive producers, or whatever. I'm pretty good. Last day of my holiday, and I'm back to work tomorrow, where I'm starting my contract job, meaning that means that I'm full-time as of tomorrow, which is a good and a bad thing. The good thing is stable salary. No more, don't know, I'm not gonna risk this guy deciding to aggro or not anymore. The bad news about it is, first of all, it doesn't matter how many classes I have to help out at the school when I don't have classes. The other good thing about it is it takes me a step forward, a step closer to management, which is what I ultimately want. Fuck off. Yeah, although in China, at the very least, I made better bank. And, yeah. The other bad thing is that we have a new school director who, quite honestly, has been brought on board because apparently she's pretty good at saving money. And apparently the school desperately needs to save money somehow. And the thing is that this woman... Oh, for fuck's sakes. This woman has been quoted as saying that... Because she used to work at a state school over here. And apparently she's quoted as saying, well, the school that I worked at, teachers not only had to stay later than classes lasted, but they also had like a lot of homework that they needed to correct at home every day. So she firmly believes that teachers are not human, basically. Oh, come on, guys. I can't stand these jump mechanics. They're so horrendous. By the way, when I say guys, I'm not referring to you. I'm referring to the assholes who decided to make this game and put it on a platform and ask money for it. Dude, you guys didn't create this piece of shit game, so I'm not blaming you. I blame myself for even suggesting that I play it. Exactly. The thing about having a person working a leadership position and having that mindset is that, first of all, she's never been an ESL teacher. Okay, like, ESL does not work the same way that a state school does. We don't teach math. We don't teach... Oh, So come the fuck on with this game. I don't understand what I have to do. I don't get what I'm doing wrong with the jumping here. And, I mean, we're not even, like, the kind of ESL school that people go to because we're, like, some really amazing educational institution or something like that. We're just a place people go to have a gap year. They're not looking to have shit tons of homework. Especially those who come for, like, intensive courses. They're not looking to do homework. So we're never, like, even if she were to ask us to give students more homework or to have more homework to correct or whatever the fuck it is that she thinks that we should... Did you just fucking see that? Did you just fucking see that? Like, did you fucking see what just happened there? This is not the actual cable that I use. It's one that kind of falls off. You can actually move the camera a little bit, but it's not a lot. Wasn't that ridiculous? This game can literally fucking suck my fat one, seriously. Okay, like, all directions now. Can you shoot, like, right below you? Oh, he shot behind him. Did you just see that? He shot behind him. Oh, okay. What? Why? Why? I don't know if I want to continue this game anymore. This is... I don't know. If you're a person watching this game right now and you think it's amazeballs or something? Can you explain that to me? Like, if you're lurking, come out of the woodwork and explain it to me? Because I'm about to call this thing a piece of trash, which actually it is. This game is so much trash. Oh, wonderful. Wait a minute. Are we fucking serious? Oh, for crying out loud. I'd forgotten that the sanctuary was there. Well, that's good news, because it means if I can... Oh, of course. Of course. Dude, you're feeling my pain, and I really, really appreciate that, man. And that exclamation did not happen for effect. It was genuine. Why? I hate how this game reads my inputs. I hate it. It's reading my fucking inputs, or lack thereof. Oh man, thank you so much. I love puppies. They do make me feel a little bit better. I don't know, guys, if I can't get to the boss anymore and beat it, I think I'm just gonna move on to Bloodborne or something. Like, this is really, really depressing me. The thing is, I don't think I'm gonna feel any sense of accomplishment. What do you mean, what is disconnecting? I don't see any disconnecting happening now. It can't be the controller, guys. I would see a notification. Ah, it could be the it could be the controller from the, yeah, you're right. Never mind. I can't plug it into the PS4 because I have a part, because the PS4 only gives me 2 USB ports. Anyway, I should have enough battery to last me the little bit of stream that we have left. So I had to plug it into my computer to charge. The problem is that it's a crappy USB cable. Guys, I can't find the one I mainly use. I have a feeling my wife moved it somewhere because it was usually on the floor and we vacuumed it today, so I think she moved it. Why? I know where the cable is. There it is. There the fuck it is. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. This is what happens when I have alcohol. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. You have to hang out with a stupid man today. I'm gonna share something with you guys. And if you don't feel like hearing something sappy and sad or something that you may or may not be able to relate to, feel free to either shut your ears or leave. I don't know. I've spent 2 weeks on holiday, and I've bonded with my baby daughter for like 2 weeks. Like, I was basically almost completely in charge of her for 2 weeks. And right now, I'm kind of feeling... Nah, it wasn't my wife's fault in the end, it was mine. And now I'm feeling I'm going back to work. And I'm only going to be able to see her in the evenings or on the weekends. And I'm kind of feeling sad. I kind of feel like, it was so nice, and now I'm going to miss her so bad. Stupid input reading piece of shit. So stupid. Ah, man. Stupid jump mechanics. But yeah, anyway, that's my little personal thing. I'm just gonna miss hanging out with my baby. Like, why the fuck do I have to make money? Right, to keep the baby alive. Oh, come on, I rolled. I'm so dumb. Shit. I rolled problem I'm having is that I have no viable way to guarantee myself to have enough Estus. Thanks for the salt, Arduin. I am, it's not that I haven't become salty enough. Yeah, I did quite a bit of damage this time. I can see his, I can see his telegraphs. Come on, really? They clipped me on the toes, really. I knew there was one more. I knew there was one more. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Y'all fucking saw that, right? Y'all fucking saw that, didn't you? You all fucking saw that, didn't you? Tell me that you all fucking saw what just happened. That I just walked right through the fucking elevator. Absolutely doing it again. I am so ready to do it again. Okay. Metroidvania with falling damage, by the way, guys. Like, I need to point that out for a second here. yourself. Alright guys, that's it. I can't handle this piece of crap anymore. That's it. That's the end of Salt and Sanctuary, people. This game has shown me its whole slew, the whole shebang of its bullshit. It is a horribly made game. I don't care if it was made by half a person. I literally don't. The jump mechanics are inexcusable. This is a fucking platformer. Your platformer has to have the fucking jump mechanics down. It has to have the jump mechanics down. If it doesn't have the jump mechanics down, it is not a good platformer. That's it. I don't care how much you want to copy fucking Dark Souls, how much you thought that this was a good idea. It is a tragically horrendous idea. And whoever out there feels that this is the best thing since sliced bread, more power to you, but this is not for me. I'm done. The Salt stream is done with Salt and Sanctuary. We're moving on. I'm making a decision here, executive decision whatsoever, if you want to call it that. We're going to be playing Bloodborne from now on. We're going to continue the Bloodborne playthrough that I was doing on YouTube. I haven't actually killed any of the actual bosses, but I have killed the Cleric Beast, which is an optional boss. So I'm not going to start from the very beginning. We're going to continue the playthrough from where I am. And that's going to be that. Bloodborne, yay. And that's going to be fun. Right, so, once again, thank you, all of you, for tolerating my Salt. Thank you for tolerating all that I have to say, even the sappy stuff that I had to say. Thank you for joining me, Arduin, Vampire Savior, St. Lucius, Valashar, Emerald Guardian, if you're still around, and whoever might be lurking in the shadows over there. You got, and Dillips, thank you for joining as well. Everybody, you've been so amazing to have you. You're not gonna miss this game. You better not tell me you're gonna miss this game, because I don't fucking care. Don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of Salt to be had with Bloodborne, but at least it's a good game. So some Salt, but also some amazement. Yeah. So that's gonna be the end of the Salt stream for this week. Wednesday, we're back on board with a Wednesday beatdown. I am not 100% sure what's going to happen on that stream, what I'm going to play, how I'm going to play it, if anybody's going to join me, I don't know. There's no Habrukin, so I might be able to get a lobby going. I'm going to have to check with RTG. RTG is streaming, by the way, tomorrow. I'm giving him a shout out because I love RTG. He's my man. We hung out at RTX and it was so freaking awesome. He's doing a stream tomorrow. I have no idea what he's going to play. So keep a lookout on his Twitter at RuTheGamer. Wednesday, I'm doing the Wednesday beatdown. Thursday, there's no Three's a Crowd. EGX is on the horizon, and both Strife and RTG are heading over there, and they're going to be tweeting and all that stuff, so look forward to what they have to say from the event. And yeah, that's going to do it. And Saturday's going to be the Ruby Marathon. We're going to carry on with that on Saturday, and I'm changing the time from 6 p.m. to 7:30. I had to do it because it seems that I still need to kind of help out with the baby, so 7:30 should still be good. I'm hoping most people will still want to hang around, even though it's going to be pretty late on a Saturday. I think people might want to go out, but anyway, you know, it's all fun and games, right? Anywho, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks again once more for being around, and as always, I'm going to catch you next time.